Ah!
Hey guys, we're Evan and Katelyn.
And today we're going to show you how to make your own custom hose adapters.
Already know how to 3D model? Awesome.
Don't know anything about 3D modeling? We made templates for you guys to make it really easy.
We're going to walk you through a couple ways to do this, but they both start with measuring.
We need dust collection for our table saw, but the connection doesn't fit with our dust collector or shop vac. We use digital calipers to measure. Even inexpensive ones are more accurate than any ruler you can find.
Hose connections are tapered, so you have to measure in a couple places. Just screen cap this for instructions. So we're going to use these measurements we took earlier to modify our templates. We've linked to all of them below, and there's a bunch of different types that you can choose from. We need a straight reducer for the table saw, so we'll use our straight reducer template. We use a program called Onshape. It's free and browser-based, so you can use a cheap computer and access it from anywhere. You'll need to create an account and then open the template link that you want to use. In the upper left, make a copy of the document so you can start editing it. Click the front side of the cube to view it straight on. Then double-click Sketch to see all the dimensions. The variables on the left define these dimensions. If you click on any of the dimensions, you'll see what variable defines them. Select the variables you want to change and type in the measurements we made earlier. When you change one number, it'll update the whole model. You can turn the section view on to see a cross-section and make sure nothing looks crazy. And that's it. A couple number changes and you're done with your model.
Next, we'll cover how to make this model from scratch. If the templates were enough, go ahead and skip forward to this time to see how we 3D print it. Oh hey, didn't see you there. Glad you stuck around. In 3D modeling, you almost always start with sketches. These are 2D until you either extrude or rotate them into something 3D. This time we'll start by creating a new document. Next, create a new sketch and define a plane for it to be on. I usually work on the front plane. We'll use the line tool but turn it into a construction line. To define the shape of the 3D model, we'll sketch just a slice of the adapter shape with the line tool. This will be rotated into a solid model around the center line we just made. It doesn't have to be exact because we'll define the dimensions next. Before we do, let's flash back to this guy to remind ourselves that this surface is defined by 2 offset diameters and a wall thickness. Now we'll use the dimension tool to define the sketch. For diameters, click what you want to define, click the center line, and click on the opposite side of that center line. The first dimension you add will scale the rest of the sketch to that dimension. To define the wall thickness, just click between these 2 points. To add a diameter partway along a line, we'll have to add a point. Don't click on the box that pops up halfway along this line, because that will set this point as the midpoint. Add the offset distance. Define the internal taper by adding 1 more diameter at that point. Define the length of a line simply by clicking on it. And now this side is fully defined. You can tell something is fully defined when you cannot move it and it's turned black. If something isn't fully defined, it's blue and you can drag it all over the place. Follow the same steps for the other side and your sketch is all done. Close the sketch and then click Revolve. Select your sketch and center line, then click Confirm. Give it a spin using the right mouse button and check out the cross section to make sure it looks okay. Now you're ready to export your 3D model by clicking on the part and clicking Export. Set the format to STL, the units to millimeter, and the resolution to fine. Now your file is ready to print. If you don't have a 3D printer yourself, you can make use of sites like Shapeways or 3D Hubs. They're both really easy to use. You upload your file and you get an instant quote. Shapeways is a bit expensive though, so if you can find a reasonable 3D Hubs near you, I'd recommend that. One other option is to see if there's any local makerspaces in your area, as they often have 3D printers. So now that you've watched this video, you can make all the adapters!
And Edward adapter hands.
Edward adapter hands.
Hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, just let us know in the comments.
And if there's a frequently requested size or shape, we'll make a new template and add it to the links below. We wanted to thank you guys and Bob from I Like to Make Stuff for the encouragement to share these designs and this how-to.
And as always, please like, subscribe, or share this video. It really means a lot to us. Thank you. Hey guys, we're Evan and Katelyn, and today we're doing something a little different.
That was different.
that was different. Hey guys, we're Evan and Katelyn.
We made 3D printing. We made 3D printing.
We made 3D printing.